Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be reviewing the Castelli PERFETTO RoS 3 cycling jacket. For mixed riding conditions, you really want a jacket that can provide wind and water resistance while still being breathable. The new Castelli PERFETTO RoS 3 jacket is Castelli's answer to that, and it is a fully windproof, highly water resistant, and highly breathable jacket, which is a really hard combination to pull off. Castelli claims to pull this off thanks to the advanced design and Polartec AirCore fabric that lets it achieve a lot of those properties while still being breathable. You can see packaging wise, really simple. You just have a cardboard box with Castelli kind of ghosted on there and the Polartec and other branding on there. I'll go ahead and open this up. We'll go over the full specs. So retail price on this is quite expensive. It's $320. So definitely a kind of one jacket to rule them all design. You have a little bag on the inside with the jacket on the inside, and you can see the big key here is the Polartec AirCore fabric. It's actually PFAS free, so it doesn't have more microplastics in it, which is a really nice feature. And it is highly water resistant, fully windproof, and again, really breathable, which is all a really tough combination. You can see really nice and thin, flexible design. The temperature range for this jacket is supposed to be 39 to 57 Fahrenheit. So it's a little bit thinner than the previous version, and you can layer up to support colder weather. It has the same reflective taping that we've seen with the other jackets, which gives you visibility, nighttime visibility, and also gives a distinctive appearance. It also has a nice tailored fit, so it's really designed to contour around you with a two-way front zipper, a YKK Vislon zipper, so it makes it easy to adjust the ventilation, as well as the side zippers for additional ventilation if needed. As far as what comes with them, the jacket itself, obviously just some tags that explain some of the features, the Polartec graphic on here, and another little card that gives you a little bit more overview of the materials. Visually, the PERFETTO RoS 3 has a very similar design to the RoS 2. It has a minimalist design with a big front zipper. You have a solid color scheme, the tape seams on top, and then the longer collar. So it's a nice blend between a jacket and more of a jersey design. In terms of colors, this is the black variation. They also have 3 other colors with brighter color options if you want something that'll stand out more. But what's nice about Castelli is even with the all black version, you actually have reflective seams, and you can see how they go from the shoulder around the sleeve. So you're visible from every angle, which is a really nice feature. Branding is pretty limited. You have this cool Castelli logo on the actual zipper pull. It's a two-way zipper, so that means you have 2 zippers. You have one on the top and then another one on the bottom. You can see there's additional wind protection here with this little outer cover instead of having it on the inside, which will prevent wind from getting through. You have that tall collar, and you can see it has more perforated material. It's really soft to the touch. You have the Castelli branding on the side and some additional branding for the Polartec on the other sleeve right on the outside. So it's a nice simple design, and again, really just a solid color scheme. The chest and other areas nice and clean on the front. You have that, again, two-way zipper, and then you also have these 2 additional zippers here, which are actually for ventilation. So you can see when you open them up, they're just a little vent. So from the inside, these are just little openings that let additional air through, which you don't really need because this thing is very breathable, but in warmer conditions, you can open those up. These sleeves, you can see, have a standard design. They're set-in sleeves, so one seam goes around. And then on the end of the seam, you can see, or end of the sleeve, you have this basic little opening, very soft on the inside, and then the flat lock seams on the inside. We go to the back side, you can see you have some additional branding on here. One big panel and then the Castelli logo. What's interesting is you have 3 pockets, and they actually have drain holes, so it's not something you typically see. But because it's rainproof, or at least highly water resistant, you can see you have these little drain holes that let water through. So if you're really riding in the rain, you have the reflective stripe going down the bottom, and then reflective little border around each of the drain holes. It's good size, 3 pockets. You don't have a zippered pocket. And then you'll notice that the drop tail is really humongous on this. It's about 4 inches. And that protects your backside when you're riding in the rain or debris. And you can see it's just a big additional flap off the normal hem. You can see it's a nice rubber material here, so really soft and flexible. So it should prevent this from flying around. And then if we open it up, this whole thing just feels really soft. I think that's one of the nice features about this with the Polartec AirCore material. It's a lot more thin and elastic than typical jackets, so you can see really nice and elastic and not your typical windproof jacket. Now let's take a look at the jacket in person. Here's a nice 360 shot of it, paired with our Gorewear kit. You can see it's a nice solid color scheme, fits really well. So this is the size large. It's a European sizing, so we normally typically wear a medium, but obviously with this being European, you have to size up as the US has a vanity sizing. So with the size large here, you can see it fits really well. We have the black color scheme, and even with that, we have the reflective seams on the corner, the dual zippers on the front, and a nice detailing with the reflective hit points on the rear. So it's really attractive. And again, it really feels more like a jersey. So even though this is a jacket, the lightweight feel, the elasticity, it feels more like a thicker winter jacket than your typical jacket. It's not fully waterproof, but it's highly water resistant. So even in the rain, we're able to wear this and we didn't get wet. And it's fully windproof, which is really impressive as the fabric doesn't feel like the typical rubbery feel that you have with windproof jackets. Overall, it's really comfortable. We wore this in cold morning rides. And then even as it warms up, so if you're on a longer all-day ride, you can easily wear this in the 60s or even higher 70s, as long as you don't overdress underneath it. For colder days, this is not that insulated, so you do need a base layer or other layers underneath it if you want colder days. But it's really nice and breathable with the two-way zipper, so it's a very versatile jacket that you can wear just about anywhere. Now let's go over the scorecard for the Castelli PERFETTO RoS 3. We're going to grade it on 4 different categories: design, fit, comfort, and value. For design, we give it an A. It has a nice minimalist look with a solid color scheme and nice details like the reflective seams on the shoulder and on the backside, which ensure always visible. The fit and comfort are an A because this feels a lot like a jersey. It's thin and elastic material, so the Polartec AirCore material is a really nice feature. It's very breathable, so it doesn't feel like a windproof rubbery jacket that you're used to. And it is highly water resistant, but it doesn't feel like, again, the really thick waterproof jackets that you have. So it's a nice in-between that you can wear just about anywhere. For value, give it a B. Obviously, it's very expensive, but you get that nice premium protection. And again, you can wear this year-round, cold mornings, and even warmer days, as you have the breathability with the dual zippers and the side vents. Thanks for watching this review. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can see more content from us on our website at thesweetcyclist.com, as well as follow us on Instagram at The Sweet Cyclist. This is The Sweet Cyclist reminding you to enjoy the ride.